Hi everyone, I am Devi Visalakji from CAC Department, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Subject name is Web Technologies. Here we are going to discuss about the topic Introduction to AngularJS. AngularJS is an open source JavaScript based web application development framework. AngularJS is a structural framework for dynamic web application to lets you use HTML as your template language and lets you extend HTML syntax to express your application components clearly. Its data binding and dependency injection eliminate much of the code you currently have to write, and it all happens within the browser, making it an ideal partner with any server technology. Core features. The most core features of AngularJS are data binding, scope, controller, services, filters, directives, templates, routing, model view, whatever, deep linking, dependency injection. So one by one we can see. First one is the data binding. It is the automatic synchronization of data between model and view components. Scope. These are objects that refer to the model. They act as a glue between controller and view. Next one is a controller. These are JavaScript functions bound to a particular scope. Next one is services. AngularJS comes with several built-in services such as HTTP to make XML HTTP request. These are singleton objects which are instantaneously once in app. Next one is the filters. These are select a subset of items from an array and returns a new array. Next one is the directives. Directives are markers of DOM elements such as elements, attributes, CSS and more. These can be used to create custom HTML tags that serve as new custom widgets. AngularJS has built-in directives such as ngbind, ngmodel, etc. Next one is the templates. These are the rendered view with information from the controller and model. These can be single file such as index.html or multiple views in one page using partials. Next one is the routing. It is the concept of switching views. Next one is a model view, whatever. That is MVW is a design pattern for dividing an application into different parts called model view and controller, each with distinct responsibilities. AngularJS course does not implement MVC in the traditional sense, but rather something closer to MVVM. The AngularJS team refers it humorously and model view whatever. Deep linking. Deep linking allows you to encode the state of application in the URL so that it can be bookmarked. The application can then be restored from the URL to the same state. Next one is the dependency injection. AngularJS has a built-in dependency injection subsystem that helps the developer to create, understand, and test the applications easily. This one is the architecture for the parts of the AngularJS. It's having data binding, providers, validators, directives, controllers, modules, expressions, factories, services, filters, dependency injection, scope. These things all comes under the AngularJS. Next one is the advantages of AngularJS. AngularJS provides capability to create single page application in very clean and maintainable way. AngularJS provides data binding capability to HTML. Thus it gives user to rich responsive experience. AngularJS code is unit testable. AngularJS uses dependency injection and make use of separation of concerns. AngularJS provides reusable components. With AngularJS, the developers can achieve more functionality with shortcode. In AngularJS, views are pure HTML pages and controllers written in JavaScript do the business processing. Next are disadvantages of AngularJS. Not secure. Being JavaScript only framework, application written in AngularJS are not safe. Server-side authentication and authorization must be to kept an application secure. not degradable. If the user of your application disables JavaScript, then nothing would be visible except the basic page. Next, we can see about the model view architecture. Model view controller, or MVC as it popularly called, it is a software design pattern for developing web applications. A model view control pattern is made up of the following three parts. First one is the model, second one is the view, and third one is the controller. First, we can see about the model. It is the lowest level of the pattern responsible for maintaining data. Next one is the view. It is responsible for displaying all or portion of the data to the user. Next one is a controller. It is the software code that controls the interaction between the model and view. MVC is a popular as it isolates the application logic from the user interface layer and supports separation of concerns. The controller receives all requests for the application and then works with the model to prepare any data needed by the view. The view then uses the data prepared by the controller to generate final representable response. This one is the basic MVC architecture. First, it's having the event, and next one is the modules, final is the view, then finally it's having all the models. The model is responsible for managing application data. It responds to the request from view and to the instructions from the controller to update itself. Next one is the view, a presentation of data in a particular format triggered by the controller's decision to present the data. They are script-based template systems such as JSP, ASP, PHP, and very easy to integrate with Ajax technology. Next one is the controller. The controller responds to user input as per forms interactions on the data model objects. The controller receives input, validates it, and then performs business operations that modify the state of the data model. AngularJS is a MVC based framework. In the coming chapters, let us see the AngularJS uses MVC methodology. Thank you.